if there's any galaxy looking around to have done. Hey Valkyrie, how you doing? What have we got on here? Oh, Cillian Nebula. Okay, that's something we wanted to do. That was in our quest log. Argus Row, that looks new. It is. So we do have some new spots to explore. Oh, Hades and Nexus right next to us. Neiman Cluster, there was nothing in there. That was just for a simple quest. Alright, let's go Hades first, since it's right here. Hopefully we can grab these without Reaper interference.
I found something.
The fuel one down here could be a problem. Hey Crit, yeah, playing Hades. Unexpected. I'm good, thank you, Valkyrie. What have you been up to, Crit? 409,000, you've arrived. Let's head the longest one first. How do I like the probing in ME3? I'm extremely glad that I can't remember where I got it from. Provided a big list of maps of where all the stuff is.
Signal confirmed.
Getting Valkyrie Chronicles 4. Ooh, nice. I think the system they had for the program would be fine, except for the Reaper interference. You know? Because you have to go off and do a mission or come back or wait a day real time something, so it's kind of not sure if you should get Scarlet Nexus. I'll be checking it out on Wednesday. So you can always wait to see it then if you would prefer. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Where are we at? Pam yet?
I found something.
You can probe while the Reaper's there. It makes it more interesting. Talking about Scarlet Nexus, which came first, the game or the anime? The game came out like 10 days ago, I think. I don't know when the anime came out.
Evasion successful.
Evasion successful. You got Lena's Inception and Plague Tale on Steam this time. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be getting that other one that I can't remember what it's called now. And Tales of Berseria. And possibly Sekiro.
Signal confirmed.
Tyranny. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta get through the Neos at some stage. Panz Sekiro, yeah, that'd be good. I'm down for some Sekiro.
Reapers eluded.
Alright, where's this one's here? Alright, Hades Nexus done. Argus Row. Tyranny is good. Yeah, it's a CRPG. I think it was also done by Obsidian. Came out, I think it came out a year after Pillars. So different team worked on it, but similar, a lot of similarities. But for some reason, yeah, just I don't know.
I found something.
I can't remember. I haven't played it. I have looked at a few things on it because it got mentioned in a video a while ago. And I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, and I went and looked at some stuff, and then it turned up in Fextra Life's 10 CRPGs you have to play this year. You know, or top 10 CRPGs of current, you know, and it was in the list. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then Bonfire mentioned it. It's been on my wish list for a long time. And it's like $10 on Steam Summer Sale. So it's a good tribute to Lord Gaben. Yeah, see, I want to do the Divinity series as well. And Pillars. So I've got like too much stuffs to play. And since they're
confirmed.
Since they're sort of, I don't know if I'd call some of them nostalgia. They're in between nostalgia and current. And for me, because I haven't played them, there won't be nostalgia. So I really should only be putting X amount of time into non-current stuff. And I don't know how much that is, but probably less than I'm doing at the moment.
I found something.
I was going to start Scarlet Nexus yesterday, but still a little bit under the weather, so it'll be best to wait till more cleared up next week. Ooh, more artifacts. So a lot of fuel. Centurion Spec Ops team. Nice. And get out.
Faster than light jump successful.
Stupid Reapers. Argus row complete. Cillian. There's definitely the Cillian one. We've also got Hourglass and Nubian to find. Maybe we find that when we're walking around the Citadel at some page. Go do this one now. Might have an actual quest for us here. There's a fuel reactor we have to get. Okay.
Signal confirmed.
This is good because we can do the quest here, and like if any of the planets, we'll do the quest after we've scanned, because if any of the planets or sectors put us in a bad spot, the Reapers clear out after a mission. War asset, nice. Okay. Oh, look at the fuel required. Uh-oh. Is this going to be an issue? Could be an issue.
I found something.
Okay, there's the fuel. Good. Oh. What else is in here? I know we can't go back in. Not the Reapers will grab us as soon as we enter. They've been misinformed. Could be something from the quest.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, there we go. Artifacts look good. Right. Ooh, that's not much fuel.
Evasion successful.
We do get to at least fill up there. If we need it.
I found something.
And the Reaper's like, get back here. Gonna chase us all around this cluster. You will.
Signal confirmed.
A Mali sniper unit. And we are fueled. Alright. Fuel reactors. What are these for? Vital depot has gone silent, leaving Allied fleets short on desperately needed fuel. Investigate the depot, get operational again. Alright. Seems reasonable. Man, it is cold over here. Get in here, Garrus. No Krogans. Feels so bad, man.
Shepard, about 72 hours ago, the reactors at a joint Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans of the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
And Rex's combat lines in the missions you do get to fight with him here if you choose to, they're so
Commander,
good.
Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
Uncle Erdnot's got a present for you.
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
Come here, princess. That's the one, you know. The Uncle Erdnot one, though, like, that is just...
We need a radiation workaround, soldier. Captain Riley? Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate
Rex
a restart.
is best.
Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow. I'll take it from here.
Actually, the best one is when you meet up for drinks at the bar after curing the genophage.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access
And,
to
like, he
most
orders a
grid.
bag of
Survival
ice with
in
his...
hotspots not
with his
possible.
drink. He's like, I've been busy. So much work. The females. Yeah, Shepard says something about being in a tough position. He's like, I've been in all the positions.
A treatment plan
You
for
know,
chemical
like,
burns.
totally out of context.
This
It's
is
like,
pretty detailed.
yo, yeah, he's very busy.
Ready your team to hit reactor 2, Captain. Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
Oh. Okay, so that's Insta, not
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain. Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
I thought there was going to be like damage over time or something.
We're locked and loaded, ready to move out.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most.
Radiation proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Ventilation system is shut down. Might be enough auxiliary power to activate fans on the main floor. Radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Need to ventilate.
Is there a switch somewhere? Need to change armor type.
We're locked and loaded, ready to move out.
Can I help you, miss? What are you looking at? Up. Come on. Sit down. That's my tea. Don't drink that. It's hot. Give me a kiss. Hey? You want to go already? You want to say hi to chat. It's rude. Okay.
Toxicity levels lethal, Commander. Find alternate route immediately.
A treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
Maybe I can use that preemptively.
There should be a control access point for the ventilation system.
If there is, we'll find it.
Radiation proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Directional guidance error.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
There were 100 Turians stationed here. Now, nothing.
Yeah, I feel like we're being watched.
Just stay sharp, people.
What did I just move? Did it have anything on it?
visual on the fuel rod control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area. This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
That seemed a little unnecessary. It's alright.
Power is restored. System ready.
Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
I'm on it!
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
Okay, can't get around here. I thought this was one of them. I think it's because it was like that, but it's much further around. It turns out they are one, but it was already activated.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
Well, 2 was balanced as well, Bonfire. It kept the meters separate. And it felt like that you didn't have... Like, so far 1 has been the only one where you make a choice between a Paragon or a Renegade choice. In 2, you had a choice... You could choose to make a Paragon choice or to not to.
Riley, you in position?
And other times you could choose to make a Renegade choice or not to. But you never had to choose between the two.
Initiating restart.
And it's been the same in this one as well. And about the same sort of balance.
Incoming!
I think I'm 50-50.
Lock and load!
And it was fairly close. I think it was fairly 50-50 between
They're coming in from above.
in ME2. You got Scarlet Nexus, did you, Zergos? Did you use my humble code? I don't get any info from it. I get a cut.
Affirmative.
Commander, we're being overrun. Position indefensible. We're not gonna make it.
Final Fantasy 1 through 11 bundle? Where's that? Sending help.
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Roger that.
Ah, it's a 6. Still, a 1 to 6 is pretty good. Who am I likely to need more here? Unfortunately, I think I'm going to need Garrus more. Send James.
James, save their asses.
On it!
Uh-oh. Okay. Go kill a brute while he's charging you. Nice.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Lieutenant Vega?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hails. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
Should probably have a look around first, right? Oh, that's where we came, so there's probably nothing here.
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt. Thank Lieutenant Vega.
Killing Reapers is thanks enough.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Alright, so I guess now we go back to scanning that area. Something we didn't have. Alright, so we make our way over to Toyolia and find one thing. While avoiding the Reapers. No, money. Alright, I don't think we have anything anywhere else on the map to visit that's new. Where are we? Cillian. We're going back to the Citadel. That's nice. You can go back to the Silver Sun area if you want to. I think a couple of them wanted to meet us there for stuff. I know Jack wanted to have a game of that War Games thing.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No, I can get myself there.
Yes, Commander.
I kind of imagine, I'm sure if you pick one of those floors, they just put you on the floor. But I kind of imagine it like one of those indoor
Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate the
golf cart type things you see going around the airports and whatnot.
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then?
I don't want to be sort of scooted around in one of those.
Sergeant.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Wait, this is where we just were, right?
For the first time since
Oh no, this is the other thing. Is there anyone here to see? James, refugee, and Zaid. Over, refugee at 4. Hopefully if that's one of the things we scanned. We also have to try and eavesdrop on some conversation that might give us a side quest. I really like that as a concept.
Hey.
Oh. Hey, it's you. Still waiting, I see.
But it's a little annoying. Like you gotta just sort of walk around and be like,
I believe it. I don't believe it.
you're losing your shirt, James.
I know. You don't have to say anything. But I'm about to make it about time.
Alliance forces were able to restore power to a vital fuel depot on Sam.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gay Hinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now. Thank you.
Yeah,
I've gotten food for my family. And for some of the others who are
That's it.
too.
The party was funny. I wish it was just one of the next things to do, so I was just doing stuff. I didn't realize that was the specific DLC. But I think you should do it very last, like the last thing you do before you go off into the final battles. Because I hadn't gone and done the Quarian thing, so Tali wasn't part of the group yet, so she wasn't able to come to the party because we couldn't invite her because she wasn't part of the group yet. So.
Thank you, human.
But other than that, it was pretty funny. The actual DLC wasn't just the party, that was at the end of it. You have this really cool mission with this clone shepherd. Evil clone shepherd.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Oh, see the Asari. Oh, okay. We'll do that later. I don't think Bailey needs anything from us.
Spectre status recognized. Please select. One moment, please.
But the the clone shepherd mission was great.
Now arriving at Ward's level, Purgatory.
Okay. Here you go. Here's your mating totem.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really. This is wonderful news.
Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. What'd you park?
I took rapid transit.
Come on, you have the fanciest ride on the Citadel.
Hey, how's the watermelons going? Oh, it's Ari and Joker? Oh, I wouldn't have come inside. Yeah, the Hanar? Yes, there are. Unfortunately, their homeworld got taken out early in the playthrough. But you don't see that much of them normally anyway.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Okay, consultant Dr. Silent. 1 and 2. Alright, so.
Excuse me. I recovered the Rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Row cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering
Doctor should be... There's the doctor. Hello, doctor? Oh, I'm not a doctor. Okay.
I came across this treatment plan at a chemical plant. Could it help?
Treatment? What is... I've never seen this kind of process before.
Huh. Probably experimental. It's a long shot, but let's run some tests and see if it might work for our patient.
There you go. Alright, how we going? Chopping them down. CSEC, that's downstairs. Uncommons downstairs as well. Embassy. I don't think we've got the code fragment yet. We'll have a look around anyway. Yeah, there should be a lot in commons. So are you still growing them natural, or are you making them a weird shape? Can't believe you turned down cubed. Square watermelons, man.
Spectre status recognized. Please. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Alright, we got lots of people to see here. I don't think Balavon actually has anything for us.
Thank you, Earth Clan. My people are still afraid, but they are.
Everyone grows cube. Yeah. So I think hex tubes could be cool because you could stack them sideways or stand them upright.
Actually, I found a Caccleosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Sirkesh. Caccleosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
I think hex cubes, or, you know, like a triangle tube would be really cool. Because when you cut it in half, it's weird. Yeah, hex cubes could be good. Hex tubes, right? Because then you can just slice it. You know, you have these little hexagons, cut them in half, or you know, across the corners, and have you know, pre-triangled sections. Miranda. Really, Miranda's up here? She got an apartment here. Look, she does.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
Instructions unclear. Cut the hex, have 2 trapezoids in a rectangle.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
Ugh.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something.
When I was little,
Confess,
I fell onto a
really.
frying pan.
It's been eating away at me.
Physically.
Confess.
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't. Better to stay dead than be someone's plaything.
Exactly.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that.
So you're an idiot and a hypocrite.
Yet I didn't give a
Just adds to
second
the
thought to
resume.
destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have taken everything from me, made me a prisoner. But you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Apology accepted. We can't change the past, and we have enough to deal with right now.
Yes, we do.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
Nope.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
Okay, who's next? There's a researcher down here. And we'll go say hi to Liara since we're in the area.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's
What's
amazing.
up, Hasballs?
Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
CSEC.
The clutch is stabilized? Really? That is wonderful news, my sister. You wish to name the first hatch that took part in the
Maybe we don't have this thing yet. Hey, baby.
Hello, Shepard.
Okay, then. Okay, that's meeting the counselor in Udina's office. We need to get some jamming tech. Some Reaper code. And some Cerberus ciphers. Those little side things have wrapped up nicely. Hey, Tali.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here.
Admiral
Evacuating
Ambassador.
colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. Huh. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
CSEC is incompetent. Well, yeah, but we're just not going to say that out loud.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the Council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
Huh. Jerk.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We are at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid
You can
they
only get a happy
desperately
ending
need.
if you play as male
I
shepherd with
nearly
Tali.
reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
Aw, thanks, Tali. You're a jerk.
Putting aside centuries of hostility, the Geth and Quarians have both agreed to help fight Reaper forces.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Energy.
We'll go see Bailey. Drop into the Spectre things. These guys still milling around. Move along, people. Nothing to see here.
Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Row cluster after heavy fighting. Reports
My wife is just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
What's up, Bailey?
Hey, Shepard. I have to admit, the place feels safer with you here. Everyone's walking around in a daze, or in my case, limping. And I wonder if we'll ever be the same. These are dark days for all of us.
How you doing, Bailey?
But you'd be in the hospital.
If I'm breathing, I'm working. Probably the worst I've ever been hurt. Fitting, I guess, given the state of the galaxy. But if Cerberus thinks a few slugs is gonna keep me out of action, they've got another thing coming.
Good for you, Bailey.
No time for rest.
He's a good
Good
dude.
luck, Bailey.
Yeah, you too, Shepard.
Let's authorize some Spectre stuff. Commendation for Captain Riley. Captain Riley and Instance has been nominated for commendation for valor actions at Scion. Approval from Spectre would fast track the order process. Sure, she did okay. Private Talavi has requested transfer unit actively engaged against Reaper hostiles. Exceptional engineer, recommending her for duty team set to sabotage Reaper processing centers. Yeah, let's do that. T-Sec has fielded a request for a civilian militia to defend the Citadel in event of another attack. Yeah, okay, why not? Get guns for everyone. Wait. Ah, okay. So, this is one thing that I think is really cool. You can find these in some missions. If you miss them, you can buy them from Spectre. Alright, I guess we're going to, oh, hand that one in here then.
Has been attacked by alien forces.
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
Local warriors?
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll do what I can.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
Hmm. I wonder what caused that one to start up.
As the Asari and Alliance militaries face major setbacks, the Turians and Krogan are still fighting fiercely to keep Paladin.
It's the Asari war strategist.
With the war between the Geth and the Quarians now ended, the Turian military is
Probably
receiving
there.
vital and unexpected assistance.
No.
Putting aside centuries of hostility, the Geth
Sorry, war strategist.
agreed to help fight Reaper forces.
Thank you again, Earthclad.
Taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel. Grissom Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Maybe. There's a couple people over this side. I don't think it's this one. I think so. Wait, is that the... No, there's the Asari councillors in there. I'm not going to go there yet. I want to sort this one out.
Straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future. More
It's not a
trouble in the
Vina.
Perseus arm as Reaper forces now control the Hades Nexus and Sentry Omega cluster. For the first time since the Ragnar War,
Let's see if it is a Vina, but I doubt it.
attacked by alien forces.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
That's it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Right, let's have a look at... We got something for the commons, I think. That one. And we'll come back and hit this one on the way back up.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I wonder if the if speaking to that Elcor, if that opened up spots on the in our star chart.
With the Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Oh, in the cafe. So we've got to get to their
But Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
their homeworld.
Reaper forces have
Here you go. I bought some stuff.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Oh, never mind. Tech like this? I don't care where it came from.
We didn't actually pull it from the
I'll have my
tower.
people run with
We
this.
forgot to, and we had to
War
buy
comes
it
back
from
here. Maybe we can save more
the
lives.
Spectre Club.
The Citadel are straining existing resources.
Asari war strategist. Yeah, we bought those codes, right?
Reports that food shortages
That's
may
why the
happen
thing came
in
up.
the near future. More trouble in the Perseus arm as Reaper
Maybe because it was on the same floor, and so she hadn't spawned in.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Ah, sorry, war strategist used to stand here, I think. Maybe, unless it's this one. It is, and she was here, and we couldn't speak to her before.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you.
Alright, well, let's go do the side quest before we... yeah. And then we'll come back and we'll do the thing for the Elcor.
With the Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Dakota...
Spectre status recognized. Please select. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D24.
And then because of that, this one, we might be picking
I've
up...
got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives.
something for... We've got another quest as well where we need to get something that we're either going to find in a base or from scanning planets. Where is Elcor Homeworld? Should it be flashing and saying, go rescue my people? Elcor requested emergency extraction for warriors civilians trapped on the homeworld of Dakuna. Search for survivors on Dakuna. Rescue them as possible. Where is Dakuna?
Jelix, the second.
No, we've got no Dakuna. Dakuna's in a somewhere. It's going to be in like... It should be flashing though. Like I was thinking, like if it's in somewhere like one of these little ones. Is that speciest? I'm like, I don't know where Dakuna is. Let's go to Horsehead Nebula because the Elcors are like giant elephants or something. I guess we're meeting the Asari. That was the plan anyway.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No, I'm good.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Forces have been sighted in the Parnithus system within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld. Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources. Shortages may happen in the...
Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core, Private Talavi?
No, ma'am.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a 1 moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
The Asari homeworld of Thessia has been attacked by alien
Look, I filled out
forces.
all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is.